Welcome back to another episode of the Vault Podcast. I am your host, one of your hosts. My name is Brock. I'm here with my great mate JA and the big Georgie boy. How are we, boys?
Hello.
How are we?
Very well. We're very well. Have a look at us
quick
finally
shout-out.
getting.
Quick shout out to James's salmon-coloured shirt. I love it.
I love it. It's a great color.
It just
Great
brings
color.
Brings out all your best features.
Before we get into this ramble, boys, shout out. Get on this. Get on the socials. I'm trying to say
Yes.
socials. Instagram,
Hammer the
Facebook.
socials, please.
La Twitter,
Jump in the comments. I
It's
want to fight
X.
everybody, please.
La X.
It's called X now, not Twitter.
Okay. Okay.
I came out the other day and my wife was like, "What's this?" Thinking it was like,
Oh,
some sort of porn
one
thing.
of them ones.
and I'm like, "It's Twitter." She's like, "No, it's not. Open it." I'm like, "It's like, oh, okay, it's Twitter."
Still
1-0.
the worst rebrand in history, in my opinion. But anyway,
Then you went to your other, obviously. Yeah. Cool.
everybody in the comments. I
They
want to
don't-
fight
They
everybody.
don't make
please.
incognito windows for nothing.
off the top. Wow. Wow. You've completely
Fantastic.
derailed.
My bad, boys. That's on me. I'll have to get better from that. I'll grow.
Please, let's
Plenty of room to grow for
right
me,
this
boys.
ship immediately, please. Rocky, a couple of free agents moves in the last couple of days.
Absolutely.
Let's go through them. What do you think?
Oh, I know one that two I'm very happy
Well, I've
about.
got a couple here in front of me that I'm going to go through, and I would like you guys to give me a letter grade, please.
Roger.
Teddy Bridgewater to the Detroit Lions. What do you guys think about that?
C minus.
I was going to go.
Good backup.
I was going to go B minus.
I'm going to give it a B plus. I think he's a really good. Teddy B as a backup, he's probably like one of the best.
Teddy 2 gloves.
I'm giving it a B minus just for the number he's wearing.
Number 50.
Wear number 50 as a QB.
He's
Flex.
a baller. He's
Absolute
a baller.
flex.
Number 50 gloves on. Literally looks like a shitty lineman in GV that doesn't get to play much.
The worst thing about it,
Like me.
Dave,
You could play. We don't know. We don't know if you can yet.
Dave Montgomery's wearing his number 5. Just give it up, mate. You don't
Yeah,
deserve
right.
that number.
Yeah, give it back. Give it back to Teddy Roosevelt. I'm a big fan of
I
him.
think as far as backups go, he's
Yeah, he's a
top,
good backup.
top 5.
It goes Cooper Rush, him, anyone else.
Anyone else? No, he's a good.
I like
signing
Danucci.
for them. That's really good. That's really good. And we'll get to the Lions tonight, but I think the Lions might be fucking sneaky good this year.
Yeah, we will get to them at some point, but fuck, I'm a bit the NFC North, which we're going to talk soon, is very irritating to me. I cannot make my mind up on anything.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
I'm
made
very
my-
fence city right now.
No, I reckon they're going to be sneaky good.
They should be good.
The next one I've got is running back Delvin Cook to the New York Jets.
Yeah, which happened literally just after we
After
recorded last week.
Yeah. What do you guys think of that? Letter grade, please.
A.
I reckon that's an A for
See,
sure.
I'm an A minus B plus.
I don't see.
Still good.
It-
I think
it's
as
the-
long as they don't let him take, I think what it tells us is
Take
Brees
too many
Hall's not
snaps.
ready.
Oof.
I don't think Brees Hall's recovered yet, so they're going to like a slow play Brees
Yeah,
Hall back.
Possibly.
and, he'll just be the cherry on top of that offense.
And if anyone ever says Breesy Hall to me again, I'll slap their face. It is Brees Hall,
Brees Hall,
like
everybody.
Bryce without the Y. Just fuck.
James,
The person who
It's not-
one person knows who I'm talking.
James will assault you. That
about.
person.
His
You
name's
know who you are.
Brees.
Name and shame. Who was it?
No, I can't do
Nate,
it.
do it.
I can't
And-
do
and
it. It would
an-
it would go against everything that me and my package. Everything that I vowed towards.
All right, next one, fellas. Running back Zeke Elliott to the New England Patriots.
F. Fuck 'em. Z.
Is it-
Z minus.
Is it because it's the Pats or because it's Zeke or both?
Fuck it. He's
It's-
everything
it's
to my
both.
work. He's beautiful. Why would they do that to me? I thought he was coming back. I was still in my mind. I'm like, he's coming back. He'll come back.
I
on a little-
honestly thought he was going to
on a little $5 million one-year deal.
Min deal, yeah. And the fact that he went to the Pats is a real kick to the balls, too, in my opinion.
You know what? He's a fat piece of shit anyway. I don't even fucking
He
care
looked-
about him.
I saw a video of
He
him
looking
walking out of
large.
practice.
He looked
He-
ugly too. I don't
He
even
looks
give a shit.
very, very healthy.
And you know what?
Let's put it that way.
I'm way funnier than him anyway, so I'll be fine. I'll move on. Like
You are way funnier. He's still a better athlete.
I'm probably a better center.
I was gonna
Probably,
say,
but
I'll find
not
it.
sure though.
I was gonna
I'll
say,
find another one.
your
I'll find
lats-
another one.
Your lats are definitely bigger.
100%. They don't call me Latzilla for nothing around here.
Da Latzilla.
Duh, Latzilla.
Um,
No, I just think that's a good move.
yeah,
I think it's a good spot for him. He's back up to Ramondre Stevenson, so he's not having to carry the load. He can short yards, run. He can still pass protect. They can use him in lots of different ways.
Can he pass
he can
protect?
still pass protect. Yeah,
from running
100%.
back, not from
okay.
not from anywhere else on the
Yeah.
line.
Yeah.
So I think he'll be good.
Yeah,
I
really
think
good.
I think it'll be a good addition. They shouldn't have to give him too many carries, which
There's
means
two
it's
more here,
effective.
which will quickly brush over because we're going to talk
Mhm.
about these teams tonight.
Okay.
The first one is Jadeveon Clowney to the Baltimore Ravens. Brocky, what do you think?
A minus.
I think I agree. B plus, A minus. Yep.
Yeah,
sure.
it's
Yeah.
no money, low,
What
very
was the deal? What was the deal?
1.1
1.1, potential of
Literally,
2.5 with
that's
bonuses.
like a bag of Doritos.
It's
and a bloody
just
can of
above
Coke.
vet. It's just
Yeah.
above vet minimum,
Yeah.
and
it's a great deal.
it's zero risk and top
He-
like massive reward. He can play anywhere on the line.
He's a breaker. He's going to give our D line a little break
Also,
to
good,
actually get
very,
proper reps.
very good run defender, Jadeveon
Yeah.
Clowney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Underrated.
Very good
Yeah.
run defender.
And he could bob up and get you 6 or 8 sacks.
Yeah,
Easily.
100%.
For $1 million,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
I can't believe no one else wanted to sign him for $1 million. I think
Yeah, I
every
don't know
team
why.
should have been wanting
Yeah.
to sign him.
Shit, I'd have had him with the Eagles for $1 million.
Yeah.
And final one is Ronald Darby to the Baltimore Ravens as well. Ravens have been busy this offseason.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, really good signing
Fantastic
for you
by
guys. Yeah,
EDC. Great work. A plus.
I would say it's an A for sure.
Great pickup,
Great.
especially with Humphreys going down.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
he's not out for the whole season. He's only going to miss a couple weeks of the actual season.
I feel like any signings at this point are kind of, unless you're like paying a ton of money, which no one is.
Yeah.
I feel like signings at this point are all pretty high quality,
Yeah,
like high grading. Like, yeah, Delvin Cook. Oh yeah, did he need to go there? They've got Brees Hall. Whatever. Like
he's
I think
gone
for
there
the
to chase
Jets,
a- he's gone
they've-
there ring chase,
they've
for sure.
added a talented player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, well, he's gone there because he's friends with Rodgers
Right
because he
okay.
had to play. They played against each other for years.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. I think it's
I would have
interesting.
liked to have seen him at the Chargers. I
Does-
think you would have been.
Does that make you
so-
friends with someone? We played with each other. We're not friends, JA. So like,
Well, I wouldn't say we're friends. We're more like best friends.
okay, yeah,
And
cool.
we're the three.
Take that, Scotty.
Anyone?
Take that,
I
Scotty.
can't get my hands around George's arm.
Yeah, we tried
I,
that.
I don't want to try.
We tried that before.
Both.
I don't want to
feel
fill in that.
But we don't know if it's functional yet or not. We'll have to work out when he comes out to play football.
We'll see. Maybe I'll surprise everybody.
Mm.
All right,
I do
cool.
need some
So
running
that's
names.
cool. Now let's. What are we starting in the NFC? What are we doing?
Yeah, we're going to start with the NFC North. We're going to
Fantastic.
start with the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, all right. Let's go.
Vegas have them at 7.5
Do you
wins.
mean Chicago's daddy? No, sorry, that's Aaron Rodgers. He's
That's
left. me.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
I
Yeah,
forgot.
daddy. Aaron
I saw this thing the other
Rodgers.
day that was imagine if Fields becomes like the best quarterback in the league out of nowhere, and the Bears go all the way to the Super Bowl, and then Aaron Rodgers
Beat the
comes in and
Jets.
beats them with Randall Cobb and tells them, "I still own
I'm
you."
Still your daddy.
That's fucking
in a
fantastic.
different fucking conference. I'm
It
still your
would
daddy.
make me so happy.
Jordan Love did wish everyone in the Bears fan base happy Father's Day a couple months ago. So
Really?
there is some confidence
That's
and some
pretty cheeky
swagger coming out
For
from
a
him.
guy who's
Did-
done
did he?
absolutely
Did
nothing.
he
Yeah.
actually do that?
He absolutely did that.
What a
Fucking
guy.
respect the shit.
That's a baller move right there.
Can I just we can talk about this team that they've got a decent O line, especially Bakhtiari if he's healthy,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Jenkins.
yeah,
They've
yeah.
got good young receivers. I like that.
Draft some good receivers. Yeah.
They got good running backs in Jones and Dillon. Their defense is solid as a rock. Great defensive backs. Decent pass rushing with Gary, and they've added Van Ness in the first
Yeah,
round.
that was good pickup, Van Ness.
Campbell and Walker, like they're solid as a rock. The team.
Yep.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna say this, and I'll let you guys tell me what you think. What if Jordan Love is really good?
What? Okay, if Jordan Love is good, well, what were they? They were like what? A top? They were like 10th or 11th last year in offense with Rodgers,
I think so. Yeah.
right? So
I can get it. I can get the
if
split.
they're and I think they were like maybe around the 12th or 15th on defense.
Yep.
So if they're about 12th on defense, and they're like a top 10 offense, they'll probably fucking win the division.
Because everyone's kind of saying, oh, they haven't got Rodgers anymore. They're shit. So they scored the 14th amount of points last year.
That was the 17th ranked defense.
Okay.
Yeah. And they were the 12th ranked offense.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So everyone's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I can remember a time, this is sadly how old I am now, when Rodgers took over from Brett Favre.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, oh, they're going to be shit. They've lost Favre now. And then Rodgers turned out to be the best. Now, the chances of them catching lightning in a bottle for the third time,
Is very unlikely.
what if he is good? If he is a top 15 quarterback,
If he is a top,
this
15
is the best team in the division.
if he is a top 15 quarterback, they will win the division and or at the very least be a wildcard team.
I think they're comfortably the best team in the division if he's good. Now, if he's terrible, they're in real strife.
If he's terrible, they finish
I,
bottom.
I think he's mediocre.
If he's terrible, they finish bottom. That's
Yeah,
what I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I also think, like, is it Green Bay's time? I don't know how the right way to say this.
To be shit.
To bottom out.
Yeah, 100% it is.
Like,
I
is
think
it their turn where they need to rebuild? They need to start scrapping everything and start again.
Yeah,
you
I think
can't
so.
you can't stay up there forever.
Yeah.
Kind of
you,
say
can,
me-
you can when your quarterback's Aaron Rodgers and he
Oh
wins
yeah,
4
absolutely.
MVPs
But
in his
look
time
at
there.
the Patriots now. So the Patriots without Tom Brady, Bill Belichick has a losing record.
Yep.
He's 9 games under 500.
Yep.
Yep.
It's the same with Andy Reid. You need the quarterback
Of course you do.
to actually win you games.
Of course you do. We've seen it. No quarterback, you can't win games.
Love
Simple as
hasn't
that.
proven anything.
Well,
Yeah.
most games come down to a drive.
Yeah.
That's
It's
why
like one-
quarterbacks are
Plus or minus
so
one drive.
instrumental in winning
Yep.
winning
Because
Super
even just
Bowls
to
and
get you
football
in field goal
seasons.
range. Yeah,
The
100%.
white Dak Prescott had 8-game winning drives last year.
Who's that?
The white Dak Prescott,
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
Mr. Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
talk about him shortly.
He also lost to the Giants, so
Yeah.
But
They got
he had
they got
broken ribs.
pants
it was
on
like
that.
pretender v pretender,
Yeah.
like two Spider-Mans pointing at each other. It's like, who's the bigger pretender? Well, let's go to the
I love
Vikings
Screenshot
now.
that's the thumbnail right there.
I love that we talk football and we talk memes
Yep,
on this
it's fantastic.
That's about all we do.
And
the best
real,
way to do it.
real niche memes too that only like super nerd memes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Talking of a team that needs to crash and restart, in my opinion, it's the fucking Minnesota Vikings.
Are we all right? So what are we saying about Green Bay? What do we think? Well, let's put a bow on.
I think it's all on Jordan Love.
Yeah.
It is all on him. We will not know anything
What do
until
you
we
think?
know
Do
if
you-
he's good
do
or
you
not.
think he'll be good or not?
I've got to go in for winning 4 games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually think.
I think you're right.
Don't get me wrong. When I ask the
Hammer the
question,
unders.
what if he's good? That's the internal question I'm asking myself constantly because I think they're shit.
Yes.
But in my head, that's the one thing that keeps going.
Yeah.
James, what if he's good?
What are the chances he's good though?
He's a first round pick. Like,
So was Johnny Manziel.
hey, Johnny had some other demons.
Well, I could
Demons
name
that a
you-
lot of us have.
I could name, we could go through and we could find a dozen quarterbacks who were first overall picks who were rubbish.
I agree.
But he had that
I
oil
agree.
money, so it's fine.
I agree. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that questions me with Green Bay because they're actually not a bad football
They're not
team.
terrible.
Other than that,
Other than
I
a
think they could
quarterback.
be a good defense.
Yeah.
They don't have great pass rushes, but yeah, it's such a crapshoot that team. I just don't know.
Yeah.
but
It'll definitely come down to his quarterback.
I think if
play.
he's good, if he can have a really good season, they're
Yeah.
going to be every chance to win the division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason I think that is because I don't think the Vikings are very good.
the Vikings. Anyway, should we move on to the
Let's,
Vikings?
Yeah,
let's go to
let's
the Vikings.
Let's do Vikings.
The Vikings massively fucking overachieved last season, and I'll fight anybody on that. They
Absolutely.
massively overachieved.
Over
They-
under is 8.5.
They won 13 fucking games. How? I don't know how.
Their offense is absolutely carried by Justin Jefferson,
Yeah.
who's the best receiver in football at
Yep.
this point. He's certainly, whether you don't think he's the best, he's in the top 2 or 3. He's in that elite category.
Sure.
Defensively, they were atrocious
Yeah, they were terrible.
last year.
28th.
And not only,
Horrendous.
not only were they terrible, but they've made no effort to improve the defense over the
They've
offseason. They've
got
done nothing.
worse over the
Yeah.
offseason,
Mhm.
I would say. So, I just don't.
Yeah, the defense was bottom 5 last season. I looked it up. Just
So then you
because
look at their 2022 grades. Pro Football Focus had their defense ranked as 4th last year.
who?
Oh, they ranked them as
Vikings.
4th and they finished.
They
28.
ranked so they're 2020. I think that's just ranked off. You know how the PFF grade the players.
Right.
So based off the average player gradings of the defensive players, they were the 4th best team, but they allowed the 28th most points allowed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they were
and
the
then
bottom 5 defense for
they were a
that.
good offense. Like in fairness,
Yeah.
I do like Kirk Cousins. I like him.
I
Does-
think he's a likable guy, but
Can he win a Super Bowl?
Yeah,
No,
well,
I don't think so.
Can't win a playoff game, dude. Forget about a Super Bowl.
I think he's a poor man's Tony Romo.
Yeah.
With a few of the same problems.
Yeah.
There's guys, and Tony Romo, as much as it kills me because I fucking loved him, he was fun to watch and he was a terrific football player.
Mm.
But there are some guys that
They
just
just
don't,
don't have
have it.
Yeah.
Prescott may be the same. I don't
Yeah.
know yet.
Yeah.
He's not long, but Romo didn't have it. He had so many opportunities where in regular season he would just win games.
You know that
Playoff,
the narrative on Peyton Manning was like that early in his career too.
and then he spun it.
he did
he
spin
spun it when
but
they
early in
beat
his
the
career,
Bears.
Yeah, he was a regular season machine, and
In
then come
fairness,
playoffs.
you also had to play against fucking the Patriots every year to
Yeah.
try and make the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it was tough. It was tough. It was tough to go through Tom Brady every year because all he did was fucking win. All the Patriots did was win,
Yep.
was find a way. So
True.
I don't think the Vikings are very good. As much as I like Kirk Cousins, I don't think he's going to
They
regress.
drafted Jordan Addison. He's going to be a good receiver.
I think
he's gonna
so
be really
too.
good for them. He'll replace.
I just think
Thielen,
they
who
lost.
lost.
They needed defensive backs. They didn't get any.
Yeah, they've done nothing to improve their defense. I
So
find that
either they're
bizarre.
just backing and they're going to score. They're going to outscore.
I think
everyone.
that's what it's going to be. It's going to be like we're going to put up 30, and if you want to beat us, you're going to have to put up more. I
Yeah.
think that's what it's going to be.
Yeah,
Honestly,
that,
that's
that
what I
was
think.
the whole idea last
That's
year.
what they did last
Which-
year. Exactly right, Brocky.
I'm not against as well, though.
They also lost to the Giants.
I'm
in the
not
first
against
round
it
of the
either.
playoffs.
I'm not against it either. But
Yes.
exactly in the playoffs, you've got to be able to
Oh,
stop.
you got to be able to
teams.
stop. But it's like in the playoffs, you got to be able to run the ball.
Saquon,
Look at the
Saquon
Bills.
Barkley and Danny Dimes made them look fucking terrible. And we all know I hate the Giants anyway. So whatever.
You just named
It was
running
the
back.
battle of the pretenders.
Yeah,
It was like a
really
Game
was.
of Thrones fucking two shit sons fighting
Yeah.
out for who's the shittest son.
Who's the shittest?
Like they were absolute pretenders. They
Yeah.
were terrible. None of them were winning a Super Bowl last year. And this team won 13 games
13 games, yeah.
and won the division. So I think they'll regress. Look, do I still think all things being equal, they're with Jefferson, Danielle Hunter's a good player. They've got Davenport who's come over from Saints, who Saints never get enough shit for trading away 2 first-round picks to draft Marcus Davenport.
Yeah.
One of the worst signings, one of the worst moves I've ever seen. You know,
Yeah, that was a
Harrison
good pickup for
Smith.
them. They got
Harrison Smith's getting older. Like he's still solid though. They've got a good O line. I like Bradbury at center. He's solid. Darisaw came on really
yeah,
strong
the
last
offense
year.
is good. The offense is good.
Yeah.
The offense
TJ
put up
Hawkinson's
points.
a great
Yeah,
tight end.
Hawkinson's a great.
And he didn't play a full year there last year and
Yeah.
was very good when he got traded there.
Yeah,
So
great pickup.
I just worry who are they going to stop on defense? How are they going to stop
Nobody.
guys on
They're not
defense?
stopping
They don't have a
anybody.
dominant pass rush and they don't have strong pass defense. So they're going to be shootouts all the time.
Yeah.
But, no, but that's the thing. They play 5 games. Well, how many games? They play in the division 5 games or 6 games.
Yeah, but the narrative tells us, right, that you don't win the close games. They won like 9 games from under a touchdown last year. The narrative tells us that doesn't
That doesn't happen
twice.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't happen.
And
again.
it might,
it's-
but it just doesn't. History has told us that it
not
doesn't
normally,
happen.
no.
It's a case of 6 teams drop out of the playoffs every year.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
like, and
exactly.
I think this
This
is
will
gonna,
be one of the
I think
teams.
this is going to be one of them.
I agree.
And I'm not saying they're bad or there's anything that Kirk Cousins is going to fuck them up and they're going to be shit. They're just going to lose
The
more of
close
those games than they win
than they
this year,
won. Yeah.
and that'll kill
Yeah,
them.
'cause they 13 wins is a massive overachievement. Let's be honest.
Unbelievable overachievement.
Yeah.
Well, how many wins you got them this year?
9.
Yeah, nine would be my ceiling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nine
So,
and
so they could easily slip into the wild card.
Yeah.
But I think in the NFC,
Yeah,
there's
because the
probably-
NFC sucks as well. Yeah.
there's only really 4 good teams. In
I'm
this
going to
league.
win the division at 11.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
They-
So
they
I said,
win that- they win that division. They finished third
and it's
in the
very
rankings.
hard. It's very hard to argue that too,
Yeah.
because it's literally gut feeling on these guys. Do
You're
we
playing
think
the-
they're going to win a few good games?
You're playing the Bears and the fucking Green Bay Packers twice.
Yeah. That's, yeah.
There's,
I don't
there's
disagree.
4 wins there.
Do you want to move on to the Bears?
Let's
Because
move on to the Bears.
do you guys
the
want to know something?
The Chicago Bears.
I can't explain this. This is like
Don't.
my this is
Don't.
like my Atlanta Falcons
Don't.
take.
Don't.
Guys, I don't know how to tell you this,
Don't.
but this team will be the worst team in football.
Oh, okay.
Because Justin Fields can't pass the line of scrimmage. He
He-
threw for negative
Well, that-
yards
well,
and,
the-
and I had 120 yards passing yards.
He's
With 2
he's a different
TDs.
cat. He can run fast.
Yeah, he can run fast, but you know,
I don't know.
look, they've done what they've done.
No, I actually don't think this team's the worst. in the
They
division.
won't be
I,
the worst.
I think they'll be okay.
They've done the right thing this offseason. They've said, all right, we've put our chips in the middle. Fields is our guy.
Yep.
We're going to get as much talent as we
DJ
can.
Moore,
Yeah.
like their receiving group, DJ Moore, Chase Claypool, and
Chase
Mooney.
Potential.
Yep. Good.
It's not a bad group at
That's
all.
good. That's a good.
I think Herbert will be
They,
a better running back
They
than
drafted
Montgomery.
that tackle, Daniel Wright. That was good.
They've also
as
got
well.
Braxton Jones from last year, who was
Yeah.
a first round pick, and Tevin Jenkins, who
Yep.
was a first round pick the year before,
So they've
and Cody Whitehair. And they signed Nate Davis from Tennessee. So their O line is actually solid for the first time in about 5 years.
Yeah. So they've really gone, okay, this is our guy. We're going to do everything we can to put him in a position to succeed.
Yep.
Which for a dumpster fire of an organization like Chicago, that's very good. They've done the right thing. And they've bolstered their defense. They signed Edmonds and Edwards from Philly. So they've done very well.
I think that those 2 linebackers were great signings,
great
great
signings.
value, great play. I think they're going
I
to be
think
perfect for him.
this offseason, they've done very well. They've done all the right things. They've
There's-
made all the right moves.
One issue with this team up on defense.
Here we go.
One glaring issue.
Hit us with it.
Who the fuck is going to rush the
Rush
passer?
the passer. Yeah, I
Because
was gonna
Yannick
say.
Ngakwe, I'm telling you, he's not a good player
Yeah.
anymore.
Oh, he's bastard.
He had 8 sacks last year
Yeah.
and he got 5 in one game.
Oh, yeah. Okay. There you go.
Like he's just not a
Yeah.
good pass rusher anymore. He's the guy that everyone signs when you need, all right, we need someone to rush the passer.
Yes.
What's fucking Yannick up to this
What's he
year?
doing?
Let's get him in here.
Yeah.
And you know what? If he's shit, we'll trade him after 4 weeks,
Yeah.
like Baltimore did last year.
Yep.
Or did Baltimore get him last year?
We got him. We traded for him
The
last
year
year.
before, and then you traded him again this
Yes.
year. Yeah. So he was at the Colts at one point. Like this guy jumps around like it's crazy. So he's like a slut at the party. You've
So
got no idea what he's
basically, my thoughts is that it's all going to come down to Fields. He is. All right, I've got a question for you guys. Is he a franchise quarterback in your view?
as of right now, yes. After this season,
It depends what franchise he's at.
yeah, it depends. I don't think so. After this season, I don't think Fields.
He won't be a starter after this season.
I don't think I don't think he'll be viewed as a franchise quarterback after this
Why
season.
is that?
I think all things being considered for what he showed as of now and his skill set and how athletic he is and
Yep.
how he fits, he's a prototype, right?
Yep.
If he can't throw the ball this year and show what he can do throwing the ball
Yep.
through the air and improve in that area,
Yep.
because his throwing numbers, like in all fairness, we give Daniel Jones a fucking ton of shit. He's 10 times better passer the ball than Justin Fields has the last 2 years.
Yeah, of course he is. Yeah.
Like he's one of the worst passing quarterbacks in the league.
Yep.
At some point, you can't, and he's proven you can't just win by running the ball all the
No,
time.
you can't.
Turns the ball over
No.
at a high amount. He
Yeah,
fumbles a lot.
does a lot.
The only reason he doesn't throw enough and just more interceptions because he doesn't throw it enough.
Yeah.
So I don't. But in saying that, this is the year we can finally go. Okay, good O line, good receiving group, running back fine. Defense is going to be better. Well, they might not be a top defense, but they're going to be
They're
better.
gonna be better. They're gonna
The
be better.
offense, he doesn't really have any excuse. They got Cole Kmet, who's a tight end. Sorry,
That's what I'm saying.
and they
That's what
also
Chicago
bought over
said.
the guy from Green Bay, Robert Tonyan.
Yep.
So they've literally bought every position over to go be successful.
Yeah, this is it. This is your year. It's
So
either-
if he can't do it this year with this people around him, then he's
Yeah.
not a franchise quarterback.
so
anymore.
do you think he does it, or do you think he shits the bed?
No, I don't think he does.
He had the most sacks on him last year as well with 55.
And a lot of that's
Wow.
his fault.
Yeah.
Because he runs around like a fucking idiot
Yeah.
and gets done
Throw
in
the
by-
ball away.
So I think this is
the
we'll
knock on,
know.
the knock on Hurts early was the same as what it is with Fields.
Yeah, and
Like,
then he cleaned
wanted
it right up.
Yeah, he wanted to run too much and not throw enough, and then he cleaned it right up.
The best running quarterbacks are the guys that run to throw,
Yeah.
not the guys that run to run. The best running quarterbacks are the guys that can make that decision quickly. Is I'm running out here to throw the ball here, or I'm running. That's it. I'm not fucking around with it. I'm not
Yep.
getting in my own head, half-assing it. Fields' problem is he can't work it out. And Hurts' problem was that was his problem early on too. He was like, oh, am I running with it? Am I not running with it? It's one of Dak Prescott's big problems. He never just makes a fucking decision. He'll see an easy first down if he runs with it. And then as he starts to run with it, he'll see Lamb come wide open and then like throw it off his back
Try
foot
and
when he's
stop
not
and throw
and,
it. Yeah.
and throw it. Like,
Sail
once
one.
you've made your decision, go.
Yeah.
You have to just be decisive and
Yep.
do it.
Yep.
That's the problem with a lot of young quarterbacks. Lamar had it earlier. He got better at it.
Yep.
Lamar
Well-
had his third season after winning the MVP.
Yeah. If gun to my head, I would say Fields won't be that guy.
Yeah.
Because it's easy. It's an easier thing. Now he could surprise me. He could have a Jalen Hurts sort of thing, but nothing has shown me that he's got the poise or the ability to be a good quarterback in the NFL,
He didn't have a lot of
other than running.
people around him to make himself
Shido
successful,
C, like Nagy was a
Yeah.
terrible coach.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is I'm giving him the benefit
This is
of the
the year.
doubt this
I agree.
season. If he had all these pieces around him the last 2 years, I'd be like the guy's crap.
though.
And
he probably wouldn't be on the team.
I think he would be. I think he'd be like Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
They'd be bringing in a vet.
Yep.
So, and in saying that, if they probably had a chance to get Rodgers, they would have too.
Yeah, they would. Of course, they
So,
fucking would.
I think this will be. I think these guys will be the worst team in the division, and I
He's-
think he'll be
he's-
pretty comfortable.
For him to improve, he's going to have to make a conscious decision to stay in the pocket and fucking throw the ball.
Which is scary for a kid who's never had to do it.
He's never done it.
I
ever.
saw this actually on Johnny Manziel the other day. They had
Oh, yeah.
Merrill Hodge talking about him, about when he was drafted, saying that no one should draft this guy because he runs around, he can't play to a system,
Yep.
he can't focus, he can't do anything that a functional quarterback in the pros
Yeah.
needs to
Yep.
do.
Yep.
Said what he has are skill sets that win you Heisman's.
Oh,
You
like
know-
he'll be successful in college, but it won't.
You
translate to
notice a
NFL.
lot of these quarterbacks that win Heisman's aren't good in the
Aren't
NFL.
good. Yeah.
It's a strong
Yeah.
correlation because the fancy stuff.
Who was,
Doesn't
the last, who was the last one to win a Heisman and be good in the NFL?
Jalen Hurts. Did Jalen Hurts win a Heisman? No, he didn't.
No.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar
Lamar.
won one.
Joe Burrow win one?
Yeah.
Joe Burrow won one.
Joe. Yeah.
Uh,
Cam Newton won one.
Cam Newton won one. But again, Cam Newton didn't last long.
Thing. Yep.
Yeah.
Didn't last long. And this is what Merrill Hodge was saying. Like these guys, you're rated on what you can do. And then he actually said in it that the pressure of the fact that Johnny Manziel doesn't have the skill set to do it, but everyone will want him to,
Mm.
will actually crush him.
Yeah.
It was one of the most interesting statements I've ever heard. It was on First Take with Skip Bayless.
Oh, okay.
And I'll find it for next week. Skip
Fuck
Bayless
Skip
then told
Bayless.
him you're a fucking idiot. It's the worst call you've ever
Oh,
made.
really?
And then look
Is
where
it
he is
just me, or does Skip Bayless know fucking nothing about sport? How is this guy
now. Him and
such an enamored sports journalist?
who's
He
the
knows
other guy
nothing.
that was on it with him that's now not even the black guy?
Shannon
Shannon Sharp.
No, I like Shannon Sharp. He knows a lot
Oh,
about football.
Michael
Stephen
Vick.
A. Smith.
Stephen A. Smith. That fucking guy. I guess everyone else to do his research for him.
Who the fuck was Stephen A. Smith before he was on ESPN? He's a fucking nobody, man.
Because he's willing to look like a fuckhead.
Yes.
Okay,
That's the difference. That's Skip and Skip Bayless. They are willing to look like fuckheads
you just say hot
and
takes
have
every 5
everyone
minutes.
hate
Yeah,
them.
Yeah.
Like they don't care. That's
Yeah.
just that's what they're willing to do.
So Shannon Sharp's left Skip, and now he's going over to ESPN with Stephen A.
I love Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
That's a Shannon Sharp signed helmet. Love him.
I love
That
Shannon
dude
Sharp
knows football.
course he
'cause
does, bro.
And that's why he didn't last long with Skip
Dude,
Bayless because he's like,
He's got 2 or 3 Super Bowls,
and he's in the Hall of
and
Fame.
he's in the Hall of Fame.
He's
Like,
like,
dude,
Skip's,
You act like I'm a bum.
he's like, Skip,
he was-
you've got no fucking
and,
clue.
and he was like the first of that receiving tight end.
Oh,
he was like
yeah.
the first one before Gronk and Jimmy Graham.
Him
all
and
those
Callum
guys.
Winslow Senior.
Yeah,
They were
I
in
like
the
Shannon
same
Sharp.
era.
I love Shannon Sharp. All right, so
Last one,
team,
Detroit.
Detroit.
Just going back on Heisman, probably Sam Bradford's probably the only good quarterback that has won it.
Bradford, he was
That's-
terrible.
And that's going back. No. That's how bad all the other quarterbacks have been.
Oh wow.
On Lamar.
Lamar
And Burrow.
Lamar, RG3, running quarterback.
Yeah.
Sam Bradford's the only passing quarterback, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, right.
Other than Joe Burrow.
Joe Barrow. But that's going back. Other
Yeah.
than them ones, yes.
I love
Yeah.
Joe Burrow. He's so
Also, the modern game's now becoming more
Baker won.
college quarterback sort of
Baker won one, but
friendly.
he hasn't proven anything yet.
Baker.
Nah.
And Bryce Young.
Baker,
Class.
Baker, not a faker. He might have been a faker.
Detroit
Uh,
Lions.
Are we all just going to go on a limb? Do we all think these guys are in the division?
Detroit.
Are we all on the same page?
I
Or
think
no,
so.
you think Minnesota?
I'll go Minnesota.
I think so.
I'm so scared of this team because with high expectations becomes
They definitely
high
can win it,
chance
but
of failure.
yeah.
And they're not. This I hope people get upset by this, but they're not that talented.
Oh, yes, they are, man. They've got mate. Their offensive line
They've got
is
the
fantastic.
best O line in football. I agree with you.
Man,
Gibbs and Montgomery, good running back.
good running back duo.
Receivers, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Let's see what Jameson Williams can do because
Yep.
he barely played all last year.
Yeah, but
Yes,
he's-
he's got high
Yeah,
pedigree,
but he's sitting
And
for
he's-
6 weeks.
and he's missing the first
Yeah.
6 weeks.
Yeah.
Marvin Jones is basically a corpse. It's like weekend at Bernie's out
Yeah.
there. Someone's going to
Yeah.
run around and carry his arms. And then defensively, we'll see what Jack Campbell's like, the first round pick. We'll wait and see. I think Hutchinson's going to be a fucking stud this year.
Yep.
Genuinely think he's
Again,
a stud.
He was
And
fucking
they brought in
And CJ Gardner
Gardner
Johnson.
Johnson as well. Yep.
Other than that, I don't think they're very talented on the defense. Cam
Yeah.
Sutton's like
Yeah.
the Steelers didn't want him.
The defense was bottom 3 last year.
Exactly. So what have they done to improve this year? And then what? You think Jared Goff is going to win you shootouts? I just don't think he's. I thought he was good last year, but the only
Who would
one.
you rather, Jared Goff or Dak Prescott, Rocky?
Oh my god!
Oh, I'm a Goff fan.
I'm a Goff fan
my
too.
I'm a Goff fan,
God.
boy.
I'm a big Goff fan, and I'm not just saying that to take the piss out of you. I'm a big Jared Goff fan.
Jeez.
Hey, he had a fantastic year last year.
God.
He threw
Detroit had the 29th worst defense.
I don't mind Goff at all. Don't get me wrong, but he's not a win you a shootout sort of operator.
Oh, no.
And they got on a run last year.
Yeah, did
They
get
started
run.
shit and they got on a
Yeah,
run.
Yes, they did.
Trust me, no one wants this team to win the division more than me.
Yep.
I want Detroit to be good. Like I want them to be fucking good. But I just am worried that
Hey.
they're not as talented as what everyone thinks,
Mate,
and they're shooting for the
They were the
stars.
5th highest scoring offense last season.
Yeah. I think they're a good team.
Have you got your Dan Campbell shirt yet?
I love Dan Campbell. I can't find that shirt. Where do I buy it?
I thought you had one.
What? Bob,
No,
Bob,
no.
Bob, Bob their
Do
kneecaps.
you want me to tell you what happened with that t-shirt?
Were you scammed?
No, you were. Fuck you. I was never scammed. You're the scammer.
What happened?
I got scammed.
Oh, wow.
I bought a,
You got friends and family.
or it's still coming.
What-
It's like,
How much did you pay for it?
Like $30. It
Oh,
wasn't.
okay.
It wasn't a lot of money,
All
but
right,
it was.
okay.
It was a
what was the
so
shirt?
light blue Dan Campbell t-shirt with. I can't even remember it now. It was one I saw someone else wearing it. I loved it. I'm gonna try and get one because I love Dan Campbell. Like I want this team to be good.
Yeah, I think they
I-
will be good.
I hope they are. I hope they are. I feel like is it Jack Campbell? I'm getting his name wrong. The first round pick. Jack
Yeah,
Campbell. Sorry.
It's Jack Campbell. And Brian Branch is the other DB that they drafted too. He'll be good
Yeah,
too. From
So
Alabama.
you're telling me Jack Campbell, the white milk-fed farm boy Iowa Hawkeye isn't going to be a good player under
Of course he will be.
under Dan.
100% he will be.
Mate, his cunt's going to be a baller. He's like rookie of the year, D rookie of the year. He's going to be a white collar, mean
Of course he will be.
motherfucker
Meat-
tackle machine.
Meat, potatoes. He's
Yeah.
going to get. How
That's
many
one
tackles?
thing I'm certain of.
Yeah,
This
man.
dude going to be able to play.
I honestly, yeah, like I said, they've got a great O line. They've got good solid receivers, good backfield. If
They're
Jared
built
Goff,
the right way.
oh look at that, I love it. Look
No,
at this.
that's not the one I,
know,
want.
but I want it.
I want the blue one, and I can't remember what was on it.
Hey, if
I
Jared
can make
Goff
this light blue if you want.
has another year like he did last season, they will win this division.
Yeah.
Well, bring up his stats from last year. He threw for like 4,500 yards and like 30 touchdowns, and I think he had like single figure interceptions. Man, I'm pretty sure. Bring it up, please,
Okay,
Brocky.
I win the-
I want it.
Yes, I think so too. I think you're right.
From memory.
He threw 4-4
Yeah, see,
through 35 tutties. No, that's the number 3 quarterback in the league, apparently, Josh Allen, underneath Jared Goff there. He threw 29 touchdowns
yeah.
for 7 picks.
See, that's a good year.
He fucking
Pretty
hates
sure Josh Allen threw for
so
14 as well.
much.
So
Hey,
Why
Hey.
do you hate Josh Allen
he's
so much?
over fucking rated.
nah, sorry,
Actually,
Brocky, I like
no,
you. You're alone on that hill, bro.
nah,
I'm sorry.
fuck you, fight me.
I feel like he's rated just fine.
No,
Yeah.
no.
I feel like he's rated perfectly.
What year did he actually? What
know
year
what I
did he
love?
dominate
I love
the league?
I love the hatred that he has though, because I'm like that. I love
What?
the anger.
Tell me what
This is
year did he
this
dominate
podcast
the
needs,
league?
More anger.
Who would you prefer, Josh Allen or Dak Prescott?
Probably Daz Prescott.
Ah, you fucking lost all credibility. You lost
No.
all credibility.
Josh Allen has
Wait.
never dominated the league.
With those numbers that Brock just read out, is my pick of Goff over Prescott justified?
No,
Bullshit.
Prescott's fucking way better.
No, I disagree.
Prescott has to deal with Mike McCarthy on a daily basis.
Hang on,
disagree.
let me just scroll down.
He's
to get,
not only
Dax.
the best quarterback, he's a saint.
Go to Dax.
Let me get
stats,
Dax
please.
stats. I'm still scrolling.
Still
scrolling.
He's still scrolling because you shit.
Where
Oh,
is
what are you
it?
trying to find?
Dax stats. Oh, there he is. He's 20th
Oh wow.
in passing yards last year. He threw 2,800.
Did he miss games
Yeah,
last
he
year?
must have. He must
Oh,
have.
but
He's not
that's-
that shit.
Was that the year? Was it last
How
year
many
when
games?
Cooper Rush
How many
played?
games he
He
played?
definitely missed games.
Was it last year
He-
when Cooper Rush took
played-
over and he won
played
like
12
6 games?
He played
Yeah,
12
that's
games.
right.
Okay.
Fuck you. Okay, what's his average? Times it by 17.
I'm surprised.
Or 16 if you're doing your win loss.
But hang on.
Yeah, by 17, he's only thrown that many yards. for
But
the
hang
year.
on.
4,000 yard
So
season.
he played 12 games.
Yeah.
But threw 15 picks.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's horrendous. I hate him. You know what? Give me Josh Allen. I'll take Josh Allen over him.
Oh, would
All
you?
right.
Oh, would you take a top 3 quarterback?
Fine, let's
would you?
go. I'll take it.
Clip it.
Oh, twist my arm. Twist
Give
my
me
arm.
Patty Mahomes. Whatever. I don't care. All right, let's quickly how he rank in the division. I feel like we're all going to be a little different.
Minnesota, Lions, Bears, Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, see, I'm the opposite. Detroit, Minnesota, Chicago, and then Green Bay.
Yeah.
I'm Detroit, Green Bay, Minnesota, Chicago.
So you're banking on Jordan Love to be good.
I think there'll only be one team that makes the playoffs.
Out of this division?
No, nah. You win 9 games in the NFC, and you make the playoffs.
Detroit didn't last year. They won 9.
Yeah, they won
This year.
Because the New York Giants had a tie, and that's what got them in over
Fucking
Detroit.
tie, that's
And
right.
then they beat Minnesota
Yeah, that's
just to
right.
rub it in.
Yeah,
Fucking hell, I hate the Giants.
amazing.
I should get a t-shirt that just says "fuck the
Fuck the
Giants."
Giants.
God, I hate
All right,
them
so
so
we
much.
are we on to the AFC now? Brock?
Yeah, so the AFC North.
Now this division
It's tough.
is fucking
Oh,
good.
yeah, absolutely. It's been
Should we
tough year.
should we get rid of the Browns first?
Yep.
Because
Let's do it.
let's be
Hey.
honest.
Hey,
You like the Browns?
hey, if Deshaun plays
Thank
well,
you. Thank you.
I knew he was going to say
if Deshaun plays well, that's a good roster, man. You
I
go
agree.
through that roster; they are a good roster.
I agree. I was just talking to this earlier.
Roster is stacked with talent, bro. Like it's all on Deshaun. If Deshaun has a year like his last year in Houston,
keeps his dick in his pants.
Look, it's not. It's neither. It doesn't really matter.
he needs after Massage Gate, he
Yeah.
needs a big year this year.
I think
That's what
again,
we're calling it Massage Gate.
this is probably like just behind Detroit Lions offensive line. Cleveland, I think they're very good.
Yep.
Patonio is one of the best guards in football. I like their receivers. I think Amari Cooper's so underrated.
Yeah,
I think
he's
he's such
Amari
a good
Cooper's
player.
good.
I think Bradley Chubb's incredibly
they've
underrated.
added Elijah Moore.
Oh, sorry,
he's good.
Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb, the running back. Yeah,
Nick Chubb's very good.
Elijah Moore they
he's-
brought over.
he's probably-
Did you say he's underrated?
As a
Yes, I
pure-
think he's underrated. I
as a-
don't think people talk about him
as
highly.
a pure runner, as just a pure runner, he's probably like the best running back in the league, I reckon.
Yeah,
I'm
just
excited
as a
to see
runner.
what he can do without Kareem Hunt behind him. Though.
Yeah, but Kareem still hasn't signed with anyone yet.
You reckon
He
he'll
won't
come
go
back?
back to Browns.
You never know. They've also got Myles Garrett, who's a defensive player of the year candidate,
Yeah,
comfortably.
and they signed Zadarius Smith to go opposite him as
Zadarius
well.
Smith,
That was
which
a
I
great
like.
signing. Dwan Jones was another good pickup on O line as well.
Yep.
So that was good.
I can't say his name. Okoronkwo. How do you say it again?
I don't know.
Okoronkwo. I believe he came from the Bengals.
Mhm.
He's a defensive end. I like him too, unless I'm thinking of a different guy. No, sorry, he's from. My mistake. He's a guy from the Texans. Good little edge rusher.
Okay.
They signed. I like Owusu Koromoa.
Yep.
I think he got injured last year, but he was having a fantastic season.
Yep.
Denzel Ward's a really good corner. Like
Yep.
this is a good team.
No, they're a good team. I agree.
I think it
Roster
all
is
comes down.
talented.
It all comes down to
Deshaun,
Deshaun Watson
100%.
because he was horrendous when he came back last year.
Yeah, he was really bad.
One of the worst quarterbacks in
Yeah, he was
football.
really bad.
Like it's not even. I'm not even trying to be a fucking asshole.
No, he was trash.
horrendous.
He wasn't deserving of his contract.
No, and I think if they've given him fully guaranteed,
It's fully
money,
guaranteed
keep in
money, yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
So they're in a. If he's shit, they're in a worse position than Denver with Russell Wilson.
Oh yeah.
Like they're well and truly
Yeah, much
fucked.
worse. They're fucked with a capital
Like,
F.
they
man.
are in. They're fucked.
Yeah.
Unless they can somehow convince him to retire. Like
Or
and
re-
void
re-
some money or restructure, which I don't think they'll be able to because he'll just be like, cut me.
Would you retire?
No, I'd be
No?
like, it's
You'd be like,
fucking guaranteed.
Give
Cut
me
me.
my money. Give
Cut
me my
me.
fucking money. Yep.
So unless they can prove, like, hopefully, fucking, they could just put him in like massage parlors until he fucks up again. I
Yeah.
guess.
Nice.
They're like, hey, we're voiding all the rules. You can go to any massage parlors you want. Have fun.
They signed like 4 private eyes to follow him to try and catch him fucking up so they can void his
That's
contract.
not the worst thing about his contract.
That's something Cleveland would do as well, by the
Yep.
way.
The worst thing about his contract, it was one. It was only 19 last year. It's 63 next year.
Oh, it's fucked.
Wow. He's owed $63 million.
Oh
this
no,
year.
it's 19 this year.
Yeah.
63 for the next 3 years.
Wow.
Just short of
That's
64 for
so
the next
much
Like
money,
this
man.
team is talented enough to be a playoff team,
Agreed.
but if he's shit, the crippling weight, this will fuck Cleveland for a decade.
Maybe forever.
They might as well just fucking leave the city again.
Like they will be done.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, this will cripple their team because Myles Garrett ain't going to stick around. Like it will
Yeah,
be full
everyone-
rebuild
it'll just-
mode.
Everyone will jump ship.
Everyone will be like,
Yeah,
fuck this.
100%.
You've paid all this money to this quarterback who can't play.
Yeah.
I also think it's more realistic that he can play than he can't.
He did only play 6 games last year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you look at everything that we know from, if we forget last year, everyone's memory of him is he's a top 10
Yeah.
quarterback. Like he was elite at the Texans.
Yeah. And the
he,
Texans were shit too.
he carried that team
Yeah,
to a
he did,
playoff,
he did.
to win the division every year.
Yeah.
So I think people have forgotten that because of, some
Massage gate.
pretty shitty things he did with his penis and people. It's a matter of perspective, I guess.
Who do we to judge? Who are we to
Humans, we can easily judge.
I'll,
This is one thing I'm very comfortable judging
I'll
on.
judge everyone for everything. I am that guy. That's
We
fine.
can all judge him for that.
Just as a quick side note, I just don't understand why he needed to do that. He's famous. He's rich. He's
Power move.
handsome. I
So-
don't understand. Like,
Power move.
none of it makes sense.
Hit the button.
Like he could just walk into any
Power move.
any bar in Houston and everyone will know who he is. I don't understand.
Power move.
I
I can't believe I got the right button.
I'm so impressed.
I cannot believe that. I just guessed.
See, Billy, that's how you do it.
So
mate.
Fuck you,
if,
Billy.
if
There's a
Deshaun's
cheat
good,
sheet.
if Deshaun's good, these guys could be a 10-win team.
If he's shit,
They could
They
be
are.
a 4-win team.
they are number one pick in the draft, and they don't even have their pick.
Yeah.
Where's the pick?
Who's it go to?
The Texans.
Oh, Jesus.
Still one more year.
Wow.
One more year.
They really did sell the fucking farm, didn't they?
Oh yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
and then it
Sold the
fucked everybody
farm
else
and
up
paid it.
because all these other quarterbacks looking around that wanted their money, like
Yeah,
Lamar.
Fuck the
Everyone's
QB
looking around
market.
going, "Well, Deshaun got 280 million guaranteed. I want it too." And it's like, no, the Browns are just fucking shit. They don't know how to run an organization.
The Browns are a fucking clusterfuck, and I just
Clusterfuck
I
would
do.
actually be a compliment, to be honest. That's so much money. Too much money. Anyway,
Ridiculous amount of money.
who are we on to next, please, young Broxton?
I would say the third best team in this league, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay.
8.5 is their win total.
From Vegas. Well,
From-
they won 9
from
games
Vegas.
last year, so that's probably.
I can see-
about
I can see
right.
this team being very good though.
Can you?
Yeah.
I just don't know if Kenny Pickett is any good. I mean, he had an okay year last year.
I'll give you guys some straight facts. All right,
Paul,
homies.
he's spitting bars.
Listen to me. Here comes some bars. I've now seen their team and they remind me they've got players. Nah, fuck
Yeah.
them. They're shit. They're the worst team in the division.
Hey, they signed some good O linemen. They signed
Who?
Solo. They signed Herbie.
Samuel is fucking crap.
Yeah.
He was great with four other really good guys around
They
him.
drafted very well. They had a really good draft.
I like Freeman. I actually really like Pickens,
Pickens,
the receiver.
Allen Robinson,
I like Najee Harris too.
Najee.
Yeah.
Have they got Allen Robinson?
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
hell.
They got Allen Robinson.
They've actually got a solid receiving group. Like it's better that Fryermuth's a good tight end. I love that Joey Porter Jr. plays for them now.
Yeah.
So he got an interception in the preseason game when he gave it to his dad in the crowd.
Oh, that's a baller move.
I
love
like it.
that.
Do it in a real game though, mate.
Yeah, well, wait.
They,
and see.
they drafted that tackle Broderick Jones. That was a good pick. I don't know. I think it'll.
They- Did they draft Jones?
They
They
did.
did too.
Yeah, they did. They actually had a really good draft. They drafted Jones in the first round. They drafted
Why
Porter in the
the
second round.
Fuck is Pro Football Focus not projecting him as
And
the
they draft-
starter?
And they drafted that big tight end, Darnell Washington.
Yes,
He's
big.
easily the best blocking tight end in the
I
league. in
can't
the draft.
believe they don't have Broderick Jones start.
They actually had a really good draft if you look at it. And
Surely.
where will this defense now? I mean, they were probably like middle of the road or probably slightly worse last year.
TJ Watt was injured
TJ
for a
Watt,
lot
that's
of
what I'm
last
saying.
year.
With a healthy TJ Watt, they could be a good
Yeah.
defense, man.
TJ,
Yeah.
Minka Fitzpatrick,
Yeah, I like Minka.
Like,
Yeah, Minka's
very good.
Minka's good. I like him
Haywood's
as well.
still on that line.
I
as
don't know.
well.
There's something I just feel like this team, they've been good again, like similar to like Green Bay. They've been good for so long that
Yeah.
they almost need a bottom out.
They haven't had a losing season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tomlin's never had a losing season.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
Tomlinson, like
They've had
Patrick
three-
Peterson at corner, like
Like 3 coaches.
I don't know. I just don't know. There's something telling me this team's.
they're going to be no good.
Oh, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong.
It's all gut. It's all gut feeling.
I would
right
love
now.
for this team to be shit.
Yeah.
I would absolutely
Yeah.
love.
Yeah,
this
you,
team
as a
to be
Ravens fan,
shit.
you fucking hate the Steelers. Yeah,
Oh, I think this roster is worse than the Browns.
okay.
I think this is the worst team than
Yeah,
the Browns.
maybe slightly worse. Yeah, okay.
Like
I'll
you think
give
of the
that.
2 best players on this team, you've got JJ Watt and then
TJ Watt.
TJ Watt and then you've got Miles Garrett.
You-
Miles Garrett's better than
You,
this.
you know what this team looks
That's
like?
their 2 best players, and Miles Garrett's better. Like who's else is good on this team?
It's the AFC. It's the Green Bay AFC.
Yeah, Najee Harris. I actually really like Highsmith, the other edge rusher too.
Yep.
He was really good last year.
If Pickett's good on this, not Pickett. Kenny Pickett's good on this team.
Yeah,
They can be very good.
I also think their offensive line isn't going to be that good. I think it'll be better, and Najee Harris needs a good offensive line.
But if Kenny Pickett's not good,
They're in trouble.
put my boy Trubisky in.
Oh my
Mitchy
god!
boy.
Put my boy Mitchy Trubisky in.
another top pick who turned out to be a fucking.
Keep in mind that the Chicago Bears got so scared that the 49ers were going to take him in a draft that they moved up 1 pick when the 49ers didn't need a quarterback
Absolutely.
because they tricked them. And then the Niners, who get completely protected by what they did to the Bears that year, went and took Solomon Thomas, who's maybe one of the biggest busts in the top 5 ever.
Yeah, right.
But they
Because
it just
Trubisky's a
gets
bigger bust.
forgotten about because of what they did to
Trubisky's the biggest
Trubisky
bust.
because they convinced the Bears to trade up 1 pick for it.
Fucking Chicago Bears.
Fantastic.
No one was taking Trubisky. Yeah, I think this team's roster the worst team in the division. But you're right. If Pickens is good and Pickett's good and Pickett's looked good, like
Yes.
Deontay Johnson's a good receiver.
take him
Allen
in
Robinson's a
fantasy.
solid 3. Like he's fine. I don't have any issues with him playing as that big slot for them. I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be okay. But I
So-
think Pickett's. We're gonna see what Pickett does. But I think they're probably the 3rd. I think they're the 3rd or 4th.
I reckon
worst
they
team
could
in
win
the
9
division.
games again like they did last year.
Yeah, this division's going to be so tight.
Yeah,
It's gonna
it will
be,
be
this will be the
super
hard one to
tight.
predict when we do the
Yep,
prediction show.
Agreed.
This division's going to come down to outside games.
Yes.
Yeah, you're probably right.
That's-
'Cause they'll probably split all their games. They probably will. Yeah,
Um,
you're right.
Should we go to the biggest pretenders in the division? The Baltimore Ravens. They're pretending Lamar's not a running back. They're pretending they're a good team. They're pretending
They're
that
pretending OBJ
Marlon
can still
Humphreys is going to
play.
play. Yeah. They're pretending OBJ has kneecaps. Like they're pretending so much. Brock's getting upset.
I'm not getting upset.
No, this team's actually really fucking good too.
I'm excited to.
What are your thoughts on the Lamar extension?
Well, this is like elephant in the room, I guess. Lamar, very similar to what we talked about with Justin Fields. Lamar has less fucking excuses this year.
Mm.
If they can't pass the ball with the receiving group they've got, Stanley back from injury, Morgan Moses is a good right tackle, Linderbaum in his second year at center, he's a good player.
It's fucking unreal.
He's a really good player, very underrated last year. They've got Flowers, the rookie.
Flowers a fucking stud.
Yeah, Beckham,
I'm putting my money
Bateman.
early on him being the offensive rookie of the year.
Andrews. Like I'm telling you, if
And OBJ, he can still like
I think Lamar, I think OBJ will be fine. I think he'll be fine. But
We've got Aguilar as well.
yeah,
we have,
Aguilar, yeah.
Aguilar can run.
our
Yeah.
receiving core is four.
It's
number one-
really
is
good.
4 first-round draft picks.
Well, let's not talk about Aguilar like that in front of George. You know, because of what he did to those Eagles.
Yeah, he was terrible.
Hey,
he was terrible.
He doesn't mean it. Okay, he didn't mean to bring him up. We know it was a dark time for you guys now, but hey, the good news is you lost the Super Bowl last year.
Is that the good news?
That was the good news because
Thanks,
you were
mate.
there.
Yeah, we were
See how
there.
good a friend I am.
Yeah,
People
you
say
are.
I'm a shitty friend. Fuck you, Scotty.
I say that as well.
Yeah. No, I actually think
So they got a new OC. Obviously, they're going to be focusing more on the passing game to try and keep Lamar in the pocket, keep him healthy, make sure he doesn't get the shit kicked out of him every week.
Mhm.
Which if you're paying how much they pay him in the end?
52.5.
260, I believe.
Yeah, it worked to be like 52.5 million a year.
Right.
It's fucked.
Right.
For
So
the
if you're paying
back
if
end
you're
of the
paying him
law.
$50 million a year,
They're going
obviously
to
you don't
loan
want
the
him-
Vault Studio a couple of mil, just help us out.
that would be lovely. That would really help. Yeah,
Um,
if you're paying $50 million a year, you don't want him running around like he's carrying a loaf of bread. You want him in the pocket, passing. Yeah,
Also, Baltimore have a sneaky good defense.
Oh, it's
Like
great.
Kyle Hamilton's dog,
Marlon Humphrey,
Marcus Williams,
Dog.
take out the Minnesota Miracle, dog.
Dog.
Roquan Smith,
dog.
Queen, little dog, but a
Oh,
dog,
I'm,
but,
I'm,
bit of a dog,
David Ajabo, he's back from injury. Him is
Owie,
last year too. Yeah.
dog, Clowny.
dog.
You got some dog in him. You got some dog in him.
Dog.
Rock Your Sin, great name. Not a dog, but it's a good name.
Great name.
Humphrey,
all name
dog.
team.
Like they've got some really good players on defense. I'm actually surprised. I don't know if this is a ballsy call or not. I think this is the best team in the division. I think this will be one of the best teams in the AFC.
Yeah.
And I'm always high on them. And I know
It's going to come down to Lamar's play. If he plays well, they'll be good.
See, but this is why I love this team. Because they've gone out and actually fixed what needed to be fixed.
Yeah, that's true.
We needed better receivers. We
Yeah.
had the best O-line.
well, it's because he was going to leave.
We had the best O-line in the league last year.
Was he ever going to leave? Really? I don't reckon he was ever going to leave.
No, I don't think so. I think Stanley coming back helps you guys a lot.
We
Yeah,
had the best O-line. Statistically,
You
best
run the ball
O-line-
very well.
O-line in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't get a lot of pressures on the quarterback unless they got out of the
Yeah,
fucking
Lamar ran it.
out of the pocket.
Yeah.
And Lamar was injured last year too.
I think it's a good team. I think it's the best team in the division.
There's
I'm quite comfortable
they
putting.
could
predicting
easily
them
be
to
a
win
12
the
or
division.
13 win team.
I'm quite comfortable with it.
Easily.
Falele is looking very good as well.
Oh, is he not starting?
No,
Surely he starts at guard.
he's looking very good at
He's
the
a
right tackle.
Big boy, big
He's a
Aussie boy.
Big Aussie
Yeah,
boy.
right. Okay.
Um,
Shout out.
We love our.
I've forgotten
Shout
who
out
the
to my
fourth
boy.
team in this division even is.
Cincinnati Bengals.
The Cincinnati Bengals.
Should we go to them?
Yeah, well, yeah, we should. 'cause
They're the other team left.
They're a team in this division, and then the last team.
Okay,
Well, before we go there, Ravens over under was 10.5.
Oh no, they're better than a
Overs
team.
are-
team.
Overs,
for
overs,
sure.
good.
Gun-
if
Gun to my
Lamar,
head over.
if Lamar has
Hammer it.
if Lamar has a good year, they could easily win 12 or 13 games.
Oh, yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, 100%.
I've got him winning 14.
Yeah,
But that's what my Ravens fan.
Of course you fucking do.
This team,
Cincy.
I'm so unsure about this team. If it wasn't for Joe Burrow, I wouldn't rate them at all. But I just don't want to bet against Joe Burrow. I just think he's so fucking good.
Guy, he just fucking wins, man.
Like he's almost in the same category as Mahomes in my mind.
I was
If
going
he
to
can
put a
still
question.
do it, yes.
I was
If
going
he
to
keeps
put a
doing
question to you boys. Is Joe Burrow the second best quarterback in the NFL
Yes.
behind
Yes.
Patrick Mahomes?
Yes.
I think he is.
I don't know. I think it's Mahomes, then him comfortably, and then other guys.
And then other guys like Hurts and whoever else you want to throw up.
We
But-
discussed this before you got here. The top three quarterbacks is Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and then number 3 can fill about 10 other quarterbacks.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
There's
Depending
no
on the
clear-
season and who it is,
there's
anyone
no
can
clear
bob up.
three.
Yeah. He's clearly top 2.
Yeah,
He's
he's
so good.
unbelievable. They also have like this defense is sneaky good.
their offense is elite. Their receivers are
And they
really
improved
good.
the O line. Like
Yeah,
Orlando Brown
Orlando
is an
Brown.
improvement at left
Good
tackle.
signing,
It
yep.
lets Williams go to right tackle, where hopefully he'll improve.
Yep.
They brought in Irv Smith Jr. to play tight end. They've
yep.
got Chase Boyd and Higgins, who are
Yep.
that's the best three receivers group.
As a trio.
As a trio,
yes.
no doubt about it.
Yep.
Joe Mixon, I think, still got a bit of go in him.
Yep. Yep.
He's
He'll be serviceable.
gonna
Obviously,
play?
they're going to be passing the ball.
yeah.
a
What's
lot.
the news with him? What did he do?
Did he bash someone again?
I definitely shot
Bash
up.
another girlfriend or
I'm pretty sure kids were playing out the front of his house, and he might have shot a couple of guns, not
Amazing.
at them.
Amazing.
Maybe in like a 45-degree angle above.
Question:
their
were they
heads.
asking for it, or in your opinion, like?
Well, they were talking shit, so they're
I'm
going
talking
to
about smack. So Joey, old Joey M
Oh,
showed him.
And definitely
him
the
with
right
the
response is to pull out a gun and start shooting at
So
them.
George, you got to remember, put yourself in America. The right response is always pulling out your
always
gun.
pull out a gun. Okay, yep, that's where I went wrong. Sorry.
You
Thank
got to
for-
get. You got to be able to.
Thank you for.
I'm a
educating
really
me.
good role player. I can put myself in
Yes.
the mind of different people,
Yes.
and I'm in America. Kids outside,
Gun.
bit noisy, talk trash, shoot them.
Yep.
See
Yep.
that? See how quickly I could
Yep.
do that? It's hard.
See,
Like it's not
being
for
an-
everyone.
Being an Australian and being rational, I immediately think I need to get a gun and shoot these people.
You've got to go into America
Yeah,
mode,
we've
and
gotta-
it's challenging at times.
Yeah, I agree.
but
I
I've
agree.
practiced it for a long
Thank
time.
You. Thank you for
Yeah.
educating
You
me.
should really see me when I go into Tyreek Hill's mindset. Sophie hides. Let's leave it at that. Oh, fuck.
Wow, that's fantastic. So, do you think? Let's move on from that immediately.
we might have to cut that.
Never.
Do you think these guys can go on another Super Bowl run like they did a couple of years ago?
Yeah, I think Joe Burrow can do fucking anything.
Yeah, I agree.
He's got a cock like a horse.
Yeah,
and he can do
he's-
whatever he
he's
wants.
so
I
handsome.
genuinely believe like the guy just wins
He just
football
fucking
games.
Wins. He just fucking wins. Yeah.
I
agree.
will never bet against him. I think this division is either Baltimore's or the Bengals.
Joe Mixon was found not guilty.
Okay, cool. So he's clean. So
Fantastic.
the NFL obviously won't take anything against him because
Not guilty of aggravated menacing.
Aggravated menacing.
hey, we've all done a bit of aggravated menacing. Yeah.
Sometimes that don't talk shit.
Yeah.
Don't talk shit.
Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
What's- What's the thing? That's what I say. It was like you talk enough shit. There's like a scale.
Yeah,
Fuck around
the
and
fuck
fuck around,
and thing.
find out.
Amazing. How
One
good
of
is
my
that?
You
favorite
play stupid
games.
game, you win stupid prizes.
That's it,
That's-
mate.
Yeah.
Share that thing.
So they won 12 games last year. They could easily repeat and do win another 12 or 13. I think.
fucking think this could be. If Burrow, they could win. They could get in as a wild card, and I still think they can win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I genuinely think that. Like they're so fucking good. He's so good.
Yep.
And the receivers are so
And it
good.
just goes to show you that even if you've got a mid-tier roster, if you've got a elite quarterback, that's
If
all
you
need.
took Burrow and like you took the quarterbacks off Baltimore, and I'm not even saying swap them, not even because they're completely different. If you took them both off their teams, if you just said here's Baltimore's roster and here's Bengals, and neither of them have a quarterback right now,
They're
who are
not
you
playoff
taking?
teams. They're not playoff teams.
I think Baltimore. I think this team's not.
Oh no,
I think Joe Burrow entirely
Oh,
is
yeah.
the reason.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
No.
I'm
That would
actually
be like a
excited.
middle of the road team at best.
I'm excited for this team in about 2 years' time to see how they do it.
Yes, how they
So-
keep them all.
The cap is not real. We know this.
The
You
cap
can-
It's a
is
myth. It is a
you can
myth.
kick this shit downhill
we should,
all day.
we should get those t-shirts made up. The cap is a myth.
That can be, yeah. Let's get onto it. Get Horsey onto it. He's making a new logo for us. At the moment,
Amazing.
so
Shout
I'm
out to
gonna-
Horsey.
Also, I want to have one last shout out for the Bengals. Trey Hendrickson.
Yep.
White D end. He my dog.
That's dog.
He got
That is a dog.
some go about him.
You're gonna put your hand down
Loved
as
it.
as a white guy.
Yeah.
Dog.
He a dog. He's gonna throw dirt in your face. He's gonna punch you in the nose. He's gonna rip your helmet off. He doesn't give a shit.
Does he?
He out there
biting-
scrapping. He's
Bite
a
your kneecaps.
he's a junkyard dog. He's in the gym. He's a tip rat. He's in there. He's got to just lift all the time.
What's he doing after the NFL season? Does he want to play for Rangers?
Play for the Rangers.
I think
October 7th, they've got a season starting.
we
Does he
might,
want- does he
we
want to
might
run
find
around?
a spot for him down there.
we'll see if
maybe.
he can fit in. I don't
We
know.
might be able to get him at nose.
Do you reckon we can get him at the salary cap?
I think we can
I
find a
thought
way.
it was a myth.
We can move some money around.
Not in
find a
Good
way.
on Victoria. Oh no, you can do anything you want in Good on Victoria. I forgot. There are no rules, and even the rules that they do have, you don't have to follow.
No one follows.
No one has to follow. You just do what you
Okay,
want.
So
one team follows it.
where,
Yes.
where have you got the teams finishing?
Give me Baltimore, Bengals, the other two. I don't give a shit how the
Yeah,
other two come
yeah,
in.
I think the Bengals, Baltimore.
I
and then-
think I think Pittsburgh and Browns won't be a playoff team purely because they have to play these two teams.
Yeah.
I think that's what will kill them.
Yep.
Maybe one of them sneaks in as a wild card. I think all three teams make playoffs last year. They did, didn't they?
Pittsburgh snuck in. Yeah, I think
Pittsburgh
that's-
Bengals and no, Baltimore missed out last
Baltimore
year.
missed out. Yes.
Yeah.
They missed out with 10 wins. No, surely. Not.
No, yeah, no, Baltimore
No,
made
we-
playoffs because Lamar was hurt. Huntley played in the
Yeah,
playoff
that's right,
game.
yeah,
'Cause-
yes.
And that's how all the rumors talk that he wasn't coming back because he didn't
He,
play.
he didn't travel. He didn't
Yeah.
travel.
yeah,
to the,
and then Huntley was a Pro Bowl player.
deserving.
It was-
Deserving.
Anyone's a Pro Bowl quarterback these days.
They're
But
a
they said,
star.
I saw this thing come out today. It was every team's last Pro Bowl quarterback, and I counted 2023. There was 16 quarterbacks that played in the Pro Bowl last
Wow.
year
They take everyone.
because it's just selected. So as guys drop out,
Drop
they
out,
just
yeah,
select
keep
the
going.
next
You-
guy.
You still get a Pro Bowl mention.
But, quick side note, they got to just shit can the Pro Bowl at this point.
It
Like a
has
game.
more. Do you know the Pro Bowl had so a couple of years ago there was a Major League Baseball Game 7 of the World Series, and the Pro Bowl had more views.
No,
in Game 7
really?
of the World Series. You got
Wow.
no idea how popular football is. It is just a popularity day.
Wow.
People watch it.
They watch the fucking Pro Bowl.
They watch
It's
the Pro
terrible,
Bowl.
though. It's
horrendous.
like it's flag football now. It's
Yes,
touch
it's
football, isn't it?
horrendous,
Oh,
but people watch it because it's the week before the Super Bowl
Yeah.
and everyone wants football.
Yeah, it is.
yeah, it's the week before. Yeah.
I will never forget
What a
the
fucking
year.
joke that like the league's like all-star game is that. It's
I
terrible.
will never forget the year the Seattle Seahawks, their first year they were good. They lost to Atlanta in the NFC Championship game, and then Atlanta went on. It was the 28-3 Super Bowl.
Yeah, right. Yep.
It was the first Legion of Boom year, and all the Legion of Boom guys played in the Pro Bowl.
Mhm.
It is the best Pro Bowl. If you can, I will find it on Game Pass. It is the best Pro Bowl I've ever seen. Cam Chancellor took some motherfucker's head off on the first play of the game.
I'm not even surprised at all. By
Like
that.
he came down and
You want to talk about a
but
dog,
the running
he's
back
a
like went to
dog.
run outside and the tackles are half ass and then fucking bang
Oh,
Cam
Have you
Chancellor.
seen the Sean Taylor fucking clip?
Yeah, it was like that. It was like that. And then everyone was just like, oh, fuck. And then Richard Sherman's barking and everyone like, and everyone played properly from there.
Yeah.
Because they were like, we're playing properly.
Yeah.
So either all you fuckers play properly or get hurt.
Or you're gonna get killed. Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
they need to do it how the NBA does theirs. It's fundraising based. but
Yep.
To win the game, you have to win two. You
Oh, you got
It's-
to win the quarters or whatever.
it's
yeah.
quarter.
Yeah.
Then the first to this score at the end.
Right. Okay.
Ah.
Okay.
Then if you win a quarter, money to your charity.
Yeah.
If you win a quarter, money to your
Don't
charity. You win the
Major League
game.
Baseball as well have that if you win it, you
If you
get
win the
home
All-Star
field
game, you get
advantage.
home field
Not anymore.
advantage in the World
Not-
Series.
Oh, they
anymore.
change it.
That
Oh, they
changed like
changed it.
that changed like 3 years ago.
Really?
Ah.
I didn't know that.
It changed the year after Derek Jeter played his last one
Right.
because the pitcher literally gave a softball touch to Derek Jeter.
Oh,
And he
so
just
you could
fucking
get a
hit-
home run.
Even though he just hit one straight down the middle. He
Yeah.
didn't take anything from it.
Right.
But then this is a fucking real thing that
Yeah.
we play for.
Yeah.
To get home field for the World Series.
World Series. Yeah.
And Derek Jeter's the goat.
Derek Jeter's
Fucking goat.
did fuck Cameron Diaz.
Him and A-Rod have had their they've had their splat. In fairness,
Dog.
they got that dog in them.
A lot of dog.
Their resume is quite extensive and quite beautiful.
Hey, and good on them. I say.
Hey.
Shout out to those Yankees.
100%. How have you got the division? Sorry, I derailed you. What did you guys say?
I say Bengals, Ravens, Steelers, Browns.
And you got
I got the same as you, but
Ravens last.
still, yeah, right. Raven's gonna be shit.
Is that
this
your
year.
cup? I had no idea.
Oh shit! Oh,
Oh,
let me get a little sip of that. Tastes like a Super Bowl.
Way.
Bowl prediction early.
I like that.
If so, it's my my multi is going to get up on it too. So let's get around that. So yeah, Ravens, Bengals, Steelers, Browns.
Right. Nice. Cool.
Oh, I think that's it.
That's a tough division.
That's one of the hardest divisions in
that'll be
football.
one of the hardest divisions.
Boys.
I agree.
We're done.
Thank you very
Done.
much.
We're,
We're done with our
we're
division
done.
preview.
We've done
Done.
all the divisions.
So
Next
what
week,
we're
we'll
gonna-
have a
what
bit
we're
of
gonna do
fun.
next week, we're gonna have a little bit of a fun.
Yeah, we're going to
chatty,
do
some fun little categories and just.
Yeah,
talk
I want to
about
do some
shit.
breakout players that
Yeah.
we feel,
Yeah.
and
Paint me a
some
picture.
paint me a
Yeah,
picture.
Yeah, I
picture.
like it. I'm looking forward
So
to it.
everyone come up with two scenarios.
Oh,
Oh jeez, don't make me do homework.
Right, just one then.
no, I'll do two. I'm happy to do
I'll
two.
do two.
Yeah.
You can do
Do
how
one,
many
Lockie,
you
that's
want, mate.
fine.
You can be a Garraway or you can be like us. It's up to you. You can be a Scotty.
I'm just not going to prepare anything.
You can be a
Go off the
Billy
cuff.
or you can be a JA.
Let's have Scotty next week.
The
Let's have
world-
Scotty come on.
Your
Let's
oyster.
see what he wants to talk about.
No, Scotty's come on for the prediction show.
He's
We're
coming.
doing a
Oh,
Vault
really?
Studio package in the P crossover episode.
Oh, fantastic! I'm down for that big
Yeah.
time.
He wants to go. He's got spoiler alert. He thinks Seattle are good, which we all did too, actually. So
No, we also that were good.
yeah, I don't know why.
I think we all picked them to win the division, dude.
No, we took the Niners.
Oh yeah.
We took them all to be wild card.
I've got him finishing ninth in the conference.
Jesus.
I've got to go an 8 and 9.
Yeah,
though.
I like him. All right, goes out of here, Brocky.
Oh, that's another week, boys. So
Thanks very much, boys. See you all.
good to
next
have you
week.
out. And we'll
Enjoy.
see you next week.
Peace.
Cheers, lads.
Peace out, fallen homies.